Hello and welcome to today's live. As you may know, it's National T-Levels Week, and we'll be talking about everything T-level related and answering your questions, so stay tuned. So I'm joined by Debbie. Hi Debbie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name's Debbie. I'm a Vice Principal here at Leicester College.
Perfect. So for those who don't know about T-levels, could you explain to the watchers today, explain just briefly about what they are?
Yeah, certainly. A T-level is a relatively new qualification, very exciting qualification. It's over 2 years and it's equivalent to 3 A-levels. So that runs over year 12 and 13, where when you can leave school. And it's really a mix of classroom-based activity where you're learning knowledge and skills, and then you are applying them in the workplace in quite a long-term placement, about 45 days over the 2 years. I think the key unique feature of a T-level is that the qualifications are driven by industry, and all the qualifications, the T-level qualifications, are in very specific career-driven pathways. So they've been developed very closely with employers, and they do give a young person an opportunity to develop very detailed technical knowledge and skills about a subject area. So they really do prepare you for whatever career or field you want to go into in the future. So really exciting and a good halfway house, if you like, between a very academic route, which will be an A-level, or an apprenticeship, which is very workplace driven. So these T-level qualifications are really about making sure that people have got the technical skills and experience that they need, that employers want in the workplace.
Great, that's very helpful. Thank you for that. So I just wanted to kind of remind everyone that we've got the T-level open evening coming up. So that's on Tuesday, 25th October. This will be taking place at Freeman's Park campus between 4 till 8. And then you can just kind of like get an idea what kind of T-levels we offer at the college, and and just take a look. So we suggest that you book your place on our website. So we've got the link kind of running through. And if you missed that, then we've also got the open event at the college on Saturday, 26th November, between 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. So yeah, just come along to that. That'll be great to kind of get an insight of what kind of courses we offer, and predominantly T-levels, if you want to have a look at that at the T-level open evening. We've got some questions that we've had sent in, and it would be great for you, Debbie, to kind of answer these for us.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
Perfect. And so we'll get started with the first one we've got coming through. So someone's asked us, what subjects can I study during a T-level?
Oh, okay. Right. I think it's just important to note as well on that T-level evening that there will be lots of staff there who can answer any questions that you've got, because obviously these qualifications are new, and we want everybody to be really confident that they're on the right pathway when they go on to a T-level. So there'll be lots of really experienced staff there to help you, to help parents and carers, advise you, make sure you've got the right direction of travel. So at the minute, I think there's about 20 T-level subjects. However, the idea is with the T-levels that eventually there'll be as many T-level pathways as there are industries that employers need these technical skills in. So they are a growing qualification. And as I said before, they are very driven by employers. So you can be really confident when you take T-level that you are developing the right skills and knowledge for the sector that you want to go in. At the moment at Leicester College, we offer pathways for T-levels in construction, in digital design and support services, in education and childcare, healthcare, science, engineering and manufacturing, and business and administration. And next year, there'll be more T-levels rolled out. So we'll be adding legal services and creative design, and that's really around event management to our portfolio of T-levels. So these qualifications are very specific. You don't always have to have your destination in mind, but it's a good idea to have an idea of the sector that you want to move into, because these qualifications can lead to university, to an apprenticeship, or to employment. So that's the kind of thing that it would be great to discuss with staff on the open evening event, just to make sure that you've got a clear view of the pathways that you need to take if you do a T-level qualification. Hope that answers that question.
Perfect. So moving on. So we've had another question come through. Asking, what's the difference between apprenticeships and T-levels?
That's a really interesting question. I suppose this again is taking a very broad view of the landscape of qualifications that you can move into when you leave school, which can be a very scary time. There's lots of decisions to make. So hopefully the addition of the T-levels doesn't make that more complicated. The idea is that it makes it simpler. And I suppose the main difference between an apprenticeship and a T-level is that in a T-level, you're going to spend about 80% of your time developing the knowledge and skills that you then spend 20% of your time applying in the workplace around, as I said before, about 45 days across the 2 years. In an apprenticeship, you spend about 80% of your time in the workplace and about 20% of your time in college developing your skills. So you've got more time to apply them. So I suppose in terms of the difference, it's really about whether you feel that you've got enough confidence and drive to be in the workplace straight from the start for an apprenticeship, or whether you need more time developing skills and knowledge in a classroom environment, but also that you want to develop more technical skills than you might do in an apprenticeship, and also you might want to progress onto university, for example, or a higher apprenticeship at a later point. Because remember, these qualifications are equivalent to 3 A-levels, so they give you UCAS points and you can progress on, or you go into employment. So I think it's not a matter of one being better than the other at all. It's just about how you want to learn, really, over those 2 years.
Perfect, lovely. So we'll take it to the next one. So we've got someone asking, what are the requirements to apply for a T-level?
Yeah, it's a level 3 qualification. So there is a requirement for English and Maths at grade 4. And then dependent on the pathway that you'll be following, you will need other GCSE qualifications. Again, a really nice one to check out at the open evening, really, because these will vary across the different subject areas. But you do need to be quite confident with your English and Maths, and possibly sciences in most of the T-levels, because these are technical qualifications. So you need to apply yourself and be driven for 2 years. They are not easy qualifications. They're really exciting and you learn so many things on them, but they're not easy. You do need to be able to apply. They will vary, the entry requirements, across each T-level, dependent on what specialism it is. If you don't quite make those entry requirements, particularly in terms of the English or Maths, we have some level 2 qualifications that will help prepare you, help you retake or resit GCSE at English and Maths to make sure you do get that grade 4 plus qualification, and also perhaps provide you with some support around some of the underpinning knowledge and skills that you will need on a T-level. So even if you don't get the qualifications for entry onto a T-level, there's a lot of support mechanisms at a pre-entry qualification stage that will help you get onto a T-level. Again, you need to talk to staff about that to help you with the right pathway.
Of course, yeah. Okay, so let's take it to the last question that we have. So we've got someone asking, can I go to university after studying an A-level? T-level, sorry.
Yeah, equivalent to 3 A-levels, up to 168 UCAS points. as a college, we are working very closely with our local universities to develop the progression routes on to various degrees, and universities have made commitments to sign up to accept young people having completed T-levels. So obviously these are quite new qualifications for us as colleges and also for universities. So we are starting to engage with them, with universities, to make sure that they recognise the depth and breadth of technical expertise that a young person will come out with from a T-level, to make sure that they're confident that they can get a young person onto the right degree pathway. So yes, is the answer. And I think over your 2 years at college, one of the key pieces of work for us that we will do with you is making sure that you're on that right career pathway, that you've got your destination in mind, and we make sure that we are helping you towards those goals, whether it is going to university or going into employment or going on to a higher apprenticeship. So short answer, yes.
Perfect, lovely. So that was it. So that was the last question. So for those who are watching the live today, if you have any more questions, we strongly suggest you check out our T-level mini site. So the link is running below. Take a look at that, or if you want to ask more questions and speak to our tutors and staff, visit our open events for more information. So is there anything else that you'd like to add, Debbie?
No, I think you've summed it up there perfectly. It's really the right time to come and talk to somebody if you're interested in T-levels, to just get a real sense of how exciting these qualifications are, to see if it fits with your where you want to be in the next stages of your life, and if you're really confident that you can apply yourself for those 2 years. And you can only do that by talking to people and finding out more about the qualifications. So we really encourage everybody to do that.
Yeah, of course. Right, so that's all for today. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you have a great evening.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.